Hey, folks, welcome back to Mr. Global Channel. I have a fascinating story for you today about a gentleman named Aaron Spencer. Before I get into that, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my new followers and subscribers. But real quickly, Aaron Spencer. Let's pull him up here. So this is Aaron Spencer. He has no criminal record. He is a veteran. And on the night of October 8th, 2024 in Cabot, Arkansas, 36-year-old Aaron Spencer awoke to the sound of his daughter's dog barking. When he got up to investigate, he quickly realized that his 14-year-old daughter was not in her bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. The local sheriff's office was called, and his wife waited for the police as Aaron jumped in his truck to go try to find his daughter who was missing. Somehow, miraculously, on the highway, Aaron here passed a pickup and noticed that his daughter was in the front seat of it. And the pickup was being driven by this man. This is 67-year-old Michael Fossler. When Aaron saw his daughter in the pickup with Michael Fossler, I can only imagine what he was feeling, because Michael Fossler was awaiting trial for 42 counts of sexual assault, different types of charges, against his daughter. He had raped his daughter. He had done many things to his daughter when she was 13 years old. And he was awaiting trial for that. And here you have Aaron Spencer passing them on the side of the road at like 1:30 in the morning. So, of course, Aaron began following Michael Fossler, chasing Michael Fossler, trying to get them to pull over, and they wouldn't. He wouldn't. He would not pull over. He had kidnapped his daughter, which he was on trial for raping, and Aaron could not get them to stop. Aaron eventually rear-ended Michael Fossler's truck and pushed them off into a ditch. That's how he got them off the road. Michael Fossler got out of the truck and attacked Aaron. And that is when Aaron emptied the clip of his pistol into Michael Fossler and retrieved his daughter from the truck and then called the local county sheriff's department. He told the sheriff's department that he had located his daughter and she was safe from her abductor, and her abductor was dead on the side of the road. Yeah, they immediately came to the scene. Now, the strange thing about this story is why Michael Fossler was out to begin with. He had been released on a very, very low bond, and as part of these, I believe 43 charges against him, including rape and other charges against Aaron Spencer's daughter, there was many charges for things like child pornography and other things of that nature. Michael Fossler was a predator, and he had been released on a very low bond. And strangely enough, he also had a no contact order. They had a no contact order against Michael Fossler. He was not allowed to contact Aaron Spencer's family in any way, shape, or form. And that obviously didn't stop Michael Fossler. So Aaron Spencer, who was a dedicated husband and father, decorated war veteran, did what he had to do to protect his child. Aaron's daughter was taken to Arkansas Children's Hospital that night, where they confirmed that Michael Fossler had in fact raped her again that night after he took her from her home. When the sheriff of Lone Oak County, a Mr. Staley, when he arrived to the scene, he took Aaron Spencer out of the back seat of the squad car and spoke to him and told him that everything was going to be fine. He understood the situation and he would be home that night. When Aaron was placed back into the back seat of the car, there was a glass pipe sitting in the back seat of the car. And it became apparent to Aaron immediately that Staley was trying to frame Aaron Spencer and set him up. Fortunately, Aaron Spencer immediately requested a drug test. He requested to be drug tested immediately. And not only was he drug tested, but as part of the investigation, the glass pipe was found to have none of Aaron Spencer's fingerprints on it. And he did pass the drug test. Now, it turns out that the predator, Michael Fossler, had been preying on young women and girls since he was in high school. And he was now 67 years old. And he always got away with it. And it also turns out that Michael Fossler, the predator, was also a former law enforcement officer. And it also turns out that Michael Fossler had a relationship with the sheriff of Lonoke County, Mr. Staley. All of these events on this night and the events prior have spurred an investigation into the Lonoke County Sheriff's Department, and it appears that there is a long history of drug use, sexual assault against female inmates, a long history of people within the Sheriff's Department protecting people like Michael Fossler. It appears to be a very corrupt sheriff's department. Lawsuits have been filed against Sheriff Staley and other members of the sheriff's department there for known sexual assault against female inmates. The complaint has described the jail as a place where women are seen as selected and sampled for the ultimate pleasure of the kings, and if you're a woman in that county, it is very obvious that there is something rotten inside of that police department. Aaron Spencer goes on trial in September. In August, they're going to have a pretrial hearing. I believe they're going to decide if the evidence, the glass pipe, can be admitted into evidence against Aaron Spencer. He was initially charged with first-degree homicide. That has since been downgraded to second degree. This is a fascinating story, which I believe highlights corruption that is much more common, especially in rural and small town police departments and sheriff's departments across the United States, especially in the South. If you wish to learn more about this case, I'm going to put a link to the Facebook page that supports the Spencer family and Aaron Spencer. I believe there's probably a link to a GoFundMe page on that Facebook page. If you wish to do something along those lines, you can probably find it there. I don't put GoFundMe links on my content because I don't feel right about it. I don't like asking people for money. But I'm letting you know it's there, right? I do have I have a soft spot for Aaron Spencer as a man who has daughters. And I cannot say there is not one cell in my body that doesn't believe I would do the exact same thing that Aaron Spencer did. And if that meant I had to spend the rest of my days locked in a cell, then so be it. Let me know what you think in the comments section. The Aaron Spencer story has just I stumbled across this today, and I find it super fascinating. Thank you guys so much for all your support, for my new followers and subscribers, and I'll see you soon.